Hey everybody, it's been quite a while since I've posted anything on my channel regarding, my kidney transplant and such, but I wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing okay. I make 13 years with my second kidney transplant tomorrow, September 1st. Yes, I am so happy, so proud of myself. I've been taking care of myself so good the second time around. As those of you who have followed me know that with my first transplant, I was young, so I wasn't very responsible. I wasn't on top of things like I should have been. I thought myself as Wonder Woman. I thought I was powerful and invincible. I thought I can, handle all of it, but I was wrong clearly, because then, the kidney failed and I was like on dialysis for a couple months, and then I got lucky and, but I mean, the first transplant did last me 4 years, and I was careful at first. I was doing great. I went to college. I accomplished a lot of things within those 4 years, and I was very proud of myself. But I guess, I ended up hanging out with the wrong people and thus became irresponsible with my priorities, or what should have been priorities. Anyway, so I did see the transplant doctor last month, if I'm not mistaken, or at the beginning of this month, and my blood work is fantastic, no complaints. My creatinine was, I believe, 1.0, so it's in great standing. I can't complain. My kids are thriving. You guys know that I've had 2 kids with this transplant. I have an 8-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, and they're doing phenomenal. I'm trying to get myself more into, back into health and fitness like I used to be. And, so far so good. It's not easy. It's not even just a transplant. It's overall being a parent that makes it difficult to cater to ourselves a little bit more like we should be doing. And so, this time around, I feel like I'm getting there again. I'm, starting to care more for myself, get myself back into health and fitness, eating a little better, making sure the kids are happy and doing their activities, and just enjoying their stuff while enjoying my stuff too. So things are working out very nicely. I moved in July to a better district completely. The school system is phenomenal here. I'm so excited for my daughter to go to school. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be, well, I mean, it's already mid-year, but I'm saying like it's going to be a good school year. I'm excited for her. Whatever's to come in the future is exciting because it's good things, stay positive, things like that. Last year, there were a couple of turmoils happening. There was some, what can I say? There were some splits within the family unit, things that I personally would not have allowed to happen. But, some things are just out of our control sometimes, so we can't really, try to go with it. We have to just kind of like move forward and just let time pass and let God do his job. He knows when the time will be right for things to get better in that department. I'm not going to complain because, it's all about thinking positive and just, knowing things will be good. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about peace, harmony, chill out. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I have my days where I'm angry, I'm frustrated for no reason. I am a girl. I do bleed once a month. So, yeah, things like that. And, I'm exhausted, of course, but I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed. I can't believe it. 13 years, y'all. 13 years. It's wild. And a lot of things have happened in those 13 years, and I'm just grateful for every minute of it. I'll post more soon regarding the transplant. I go back in November just for routine blood work. My specific schedule is I go every 3 months, get blood work done, see the doctor, and just call it a day. Every 3 months for me, I feel comfortable with that. I wouldn't have it any other way. I believe before my second kid, I was going every 6 months. And I was kind of paranoid with that because I just felt like it was just too long for me to know what was going on with my blood work. I'm that kind of person. I tend to just be paranoid about little things that happen. Oh my God, like if I have a cold or if I get COVID, which I did have COVID in June. Yeah, it was, you know why I knew it was COVID? I'm not one to get sick. I'm not one to get sick on a regular basis at all. So I knew it was COVID because I had body aches and chills, and that's not something that ever happens to me. If I ever get sick, it's just a cold. And so, I did the home test instead of going to the doctor. I did a home test like 3 days in a row, and all 3 days in a row, it was positive, positive, positive. So I was just like, okay, I got to tell the doctor about this. And I did. And I had the monoclonal antibody done. Last year in 2021, I ended up with COVID in January. I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous videos, but I did. I ended up with COVID. It was a really tough time. I believe my symptoms at that point were pretty bad. Like I could barely walk. I felt like winded and things like that. So I did have the monoclonal antibody done then too. It was that 4-hour one, BAM. That's all I could say. It was called bamlanivimab or something like that. And so this year it was a different one that was approved called bebtelovimab, I guess. This one is like a 9-second injection. And that's it. It's like, and I believe you wait 20 minutes. You're supposed to take Tylenol, Benadryl, and wait 20 minutes or whatever, or half hour, get injected, and then wait another like 20 or 30 minutes just to make sure, everything's okay. And, the process of waiting was just the long part of it all. And the injection part was just like super simple. And yeah, I don't know if this time it worked for me very well, but, I had it done. I didn't want to take any risks. We know how us transplants could be, immune compromised. Some people don't take that serious because they don't understand it. It's hard because, you have people who just don't believe in certain things and then they're just totally against you kind of thing. And, I respect people's opinions. I respect people's way of living their lives. I will never, ever, try to convince you to think different. But what I urge is for you to understand my side of things as I will try to understand yours. And that's how I work, When you see two sides of a story and you put yourself in both those places, you can kind of just humble yourself a little more and realize that, okay, I get it now. Like I see your side of things, but I still believe in what I believe in. And, I respect you, you respect me. And that's what it's about, respect. You respect people's boundaries and people's way of being and decisions and all of that jazz. So I have no idea how I ended up with COVID, by the way. My daughter was in school. My fiance was working, so it could have been from either or because I'm mostly home. Nowadays, I go out a little more. I'm not really paranoid like I was before. I feel like, things have simmered down more. So I'm okay with being more exposed to other people. And I am 4 times vaccinated. 4 times, okay? And I will definitely go for whatever other vaccination comes through. So yeah, that's my status update. I thought it would be shorter, but it ended up being almost 10 minutes long, which is not bad. And I will definitely try to post soon for more stuff. I don't know. I was trying to go live, but I don't think I'm allowed to go live right now, so I don't know. I'm gonna check on that further. And I'm hoping more transplant patients join my channel and interact with me. I would love to go live and we discuss more about living with transplants, or you have a potential transplant coming up. and, you know, questions. You know, I have 2 kids, you know, I made it through, thankfully, you know, God is good. And that's about it. So thank you again for watching my video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.